my daughter first. Not looks, not weight, not acceptance. It's never been acceptance for me, but looks and weight has definitely played a part in keeping me motivated. I just really try to focus on the small victories as I take on so much, and that kind of keeps me going from day to day. Welcome back to our channel, guys, your favorite place for hauls, home decor, and all things homemaking. If you are joining us for the first time, welcome. And for those of you returning, we appreciate your support. This week's video is going to be a part 2 to the Q&A video that I released last week. As I mentioned in last week's video, we received so many questions, and I appreciate the engagement and the support as always, but I wanted to make sure that I answered as many of the questions as I could. So this is part 2. If you're interested in hearing some answers and getting to know us a little bit better, that being my daughter and myself, stay tuned. As I mentioned in last week's video, I'm trying my best to keep all of the questions in some form of order by topic so that the questions feel cohesive and not like an arbitrary set of questions. And this way it feels more of a storytelling experience, and hopefully that'll keep you guys engaged. So this week's video is going to be really a lot of motivation questions around fitness and overall motivation as a single parent and handling a 9-to-5, as well as, you know, following my passion as an entrepreneur under the For the Love of Peyton brand. So my first question is from AliScore15, and she says, what do you do to stay motivated? It does become very challenging, and I do sometimes experience burnout because I'm juggling multiple things at the same time. I'm wearing several different hats. So first, I'm a mother, and I'm a single parent at that, of a 6-year-old who's highly energetic, who is highly intelligent, and is very attached to me. And I love it. I love it. You know, she's very attached to me. But with that being said, you know, with us being away from the closest family that she's also attached to, which would be my mom, my dad, my brother, she's away from them. So the attachment has grown even closer to me because she does not have those other 3 people in her life to kind of divvy up her time and energy with. So I have that. I also have a 9-to-5, as I mentioned last week. I work for an IT company. So managing conference calls, managing projects, managing interactions, and building relationships with other people on my team, that is a challenge as well. And then you have my brand, For the Love of Peyton. I am in the process of building my brand as an entrepreneur. And as you guys know, I have recently officialized the business, if you will. And when I say recently, at the beginning of the year, I am trying to figure out where I'm going to go with this brand and how I'm going to offer the services that I plan to offer, how I'm going to officially launch this brand. So there's a lot of strategy conversations that I'm having right now. I am engaging with people that I never thought I'd be engaging with. I never thought that I would be doing this, but I'm enjoying it along the way. But that's another hat to wear. And then, as you guys know, I lost 180 pounds. I'll link that video here. So my fitness, how do I keep my fitness and remain motivated with that? And then I love to cook, so I am someone that really tries not to do a lot of takeout, and I include that in one of the hats I wear because I would say I cook at least once a day, and now that my daughter is out of school, I'm cooking probably twice a day. So that is another hat to wear as well. And then I homeschool my daughter, so homeschooling and being a mom are 2 different hats. And anyone that has children will agree with that. There's a different level of responsibility in each one. So remaining motivated is very challenging at times, but the way that I do remain motivated with all of those hats, now that everything is on the table, is I do my best to remain organized and allow myself grace. So for example, if I set a task list, which I live by task lists, right? So if I set a task list of 10 things to get done today and I only got 7 of them done, I am not going to think about the 3 that I did not get done. Instead, at the end of the day, I am celebrating the small victory of the 7 I did get done. And this is not something that comes naturally to me just yet. I have to be deliberate in that, in celebrating what I did accomplish, and not think about what I didn't accomplish, because those 3 remaining deliverables will be handled tomorrow. That's it. I'm not going to say at the end of the day, oh man, but I didn't finish those 3. No, I'm gonna say, wow, I finished 7 with a child at home and also putting out a couple fires at work. I'm a fucking rock star. That's what I'm gonna say. And that's how I stay motivated. So again, that's something that I'm really trying my best to be more deliberate about, but because it doesn't come naturally to me yet. So I just really try to focus on the small victories as I take on so much, and that kind of keeps me going from day to day. The next question from Just Living Life is, do you see yourself starting an in-person mommy workout group? Oh my goodness, you know what? Let me tell you something. I would love to set up some sort of in-person mommy community, even if it's not, I mean, maybe working out could be under the umbrella of this mommy community, because I think that I always heard the African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. But when you're actually a parent, you really start to realize how true that statement is. Like, you cannot do it on your own. I don't care who you are. You cannot do it on your own. You need a village. And I feel that when you have moms who are all after the same goals, whether it be that you have a 9-to-5 and you also are following a passion, whatever it is, it could be, because I know Just Living Life has a cookie company, so I'll talk about that as an example. You might be an entrepreneur and have a cookie company, but you may still be working your 9-to-5, and then you have 2 children, and having a community of people that are doing the same thing, same struggle, maybe also doing a 9-to-5 and newly starting out a business, or maybe quit their 9-to-5 and starting out a business and just not knowing where to go, or feeling like they just want to come to a safe space to be able to pour into each other. I mean, I could see that being a part of my brand. I like that. I like that Just Living Life. I hope you're not going to charge me a fee if I do go forward with that. Is there some sort of like creator fee you're going to charge me for that? Because that's a good idea. I'm liking that. The next one from Brittany Jade Anthony, who I absolutely love, and I also love Just Living Life too. She has an amazing YouTube channel, which you should definitely go check out. But I also love Brittany Jade Anthony, who has an amazing IG page, and she just has amazing content on there. Her stories, I literally look at them, all of them, pretty much every day, so you should follow her as well. And she asks, what is something that helps you stay motivated in your fitness journey? So for me, what helps me stay motivated is my daughter first. Not looks, not weight, not acceptance. It's never been acceptance for me, but looks and weight has definitely played a part in keeping me motivated. I've told you guys, as I've mentioned in my past videos, I will link my weight loss video here, that it's been 15 years now that I've been working on losing weight. 15 years. So I don't look at my weight loss or any of my new fitness challenges that I do. I don't look at it as, oh, I'm just trying to do this for 30 days and then I go back to regular life. I have a long-term, lifetime relationship with my health. So we have our ups, we have our downs. To be completely transparent, I think right now is probably not a down, but it's not one of my ups, because I have so much going on at work and I've been having so many type of discussions and attending courses and doing all of this research for my passion that I've tended to put, I've been putting it on the back burner. And I'm slowly bringing it back to the front, but I don't try to be too hard on myself about it, because I know I'm not looking to just get into a dress in 2 months. This is going to still be going on 20, 30 years, God willing, down the road, right? So if it's a long-term relationship, just like your relationships with people at work, professional, personal relationships, they have their ups and downs. So for me, staying motivated, I'm always thinking about my daughter. Long term, I want to be healthy for my daughter. Long term, I want her to see, wow, mommy considers being active to be a top priority, and so I want to emulate the same thing. Mommy does her workouts ever so often and includes me. Grandma does that and includes me, so I want to do the same thing. So that's what keeps me motivated. So when I start to get a little bit of the weight gain, I start thinking I have to make sure I get myself back on course, because I want to be healthy and I want to be active 20-30 years down the road with my daughter. The next question is from Beyond Essentials, another awesome IG page. She asks, who motivates you to keep being fit and healthy? So that would be my mother. She is, I always say she's workout guru. My mother does an average of 25,000 steps a day. We actually have virtual walks when I go, now that it's nicer outside and I'm working out outside, or even in the winter when I'm in the gym and I'm warming up on the treadmill, I am on the phone with her and we're talking about my business. We're talking about, you know, her plans for renovating the house, whatever it is. We are having things we want to do with Peyton, or my plans for, Peyton curriculum wise, or, any type of programs I want to get Peyton in, or courses that I want to take. Me and my mom are very close and we're always having those conversations, and it's usually when I'm out walking. Even with my daughter, when my daughter is out for the summer, she's out of school, and my daughter and I go walking in the mornings, and we are on FaceTime with my mom, and my mom is walking too. She's out walking in the park, and we're doing these virtual walks and we're having conversations, and it just has this 3-generation closeness that we are continuing to foster, and I think that that is so important. And again, it has this underlying theme of being healthy, and I hope that these are memories that my daughter has, and that in itself keeps me motivated. My dot spell says, you seem to have everything together. I don't, but thank you. How do you manage it all? Eating healthy, YouTube, motherhood, working out. I guess it's kind of close to the first question that I had as far as how do you stay motivated. I kind of answered this question a little bit, but I don't have everything together. I try. I do get a lot done in one day. Sometimes I'll wake up 6 o'clock in the morning. I will do laundry. I will take Peyton to school. I will go to the gym. I will come back. I will handle conference calls. I'll work on projects for my 9 to 5. I'll work on projects for my For the Love of Peyton brand. And then I will cook dinner. And then I'm picking up my daughter from school, because usually she's in after school on some days when I know I have a long day. I do something fun with her quickly, maybe like a half-hour tops, because I try to get her in bed by 7:30. And then I eat dinner with her. We go upstairs, we read for about a half hour. She showers, I shower, she gets ready for bed. And then for those of you that follow me on IG, you'll know in my IG stories, I say, let the late night shift begin. And then the late night shift is whatever deliverables I may not have finished for work that I know have a tight deadline I might be finishing up, I'm working on that. I try to take my late night shifts to be really just for my passion, but every now and then I do have work from my 9 to 5 that I need to complete. I'll be watching YouTube videos that are in line with where I'm trying to take my business, so that I can just kind of learn things as I'm going. And sometimes I have that as background noise. I'll usually cast it up on my TV, and then I'm working sometimes till 1 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I do that all again. And so sometimes I do experience burnout. Because by day 2, day 3 of only having 4 hours of sleep and running like that, I burn out. So what I've been trying to do is during the week I try to have only 2 late nights, and late nights mean me not being up until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Try to have only 2 of those. So that's number 1. Number 2, I live by lists. I have to create task lists, and whatever I don't complete, I travel it on to the next day, tack it on to the next day. I allow myself grace, because there's some days midday I say, I am exhausted, I need a nap. And sometimes I'm trying to fight it and I'm literally breaking my neck while I'm working. So I say, I know I have a deadline, but you know what? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna take an hour nap, and I'm gonna wake up revived and ready to go. So I allow myself grace. That's what grace looks like for me. I would say those are the things that really keep me going and keep me able to accomplish so much. That list allows me to see, and I love it. It feels good especially I like to have a tangible list, and if not in notes, in the notes app on my iPhone, I will create a list. It makes me feel like my work isn't in vain. Things are getting done. So I love to live by lists. I appreciate you guys for staying with us until the end. Please comment below with something that you feel resonated with you from this video. I appreciate you guys so much for your support. For those of you that return weekly, I appreciate you. If you have not at this point, you might as well hit that subscribe button. Support your girl. I am here every single week. I know that this week I did not post like I usually do on Tuesdays or Wednesdays because I had a lot on my plate, but I'm here every single week. I share with you guys all different parts of my life. I appreciate your support, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram. And as always, we appreciate you for watching. Until next time.